All right, in this video, I'm gonna go over the hidden job market and exactly how I get my clients here at Executive Career Upgrades in front of people that can actually hire them without, let me repeat, without a requisition already being open or a job description. Hey, but first, if you don't know me, my name is Tim Madden. I'm the CEO of Executive Career Upgrades, where we help directors, VPs, and executives get the job, keep the job, and be successful at the job. Just last year, not only were we one of the fastest growing companies on the Inc. 5000 list, the 48th fastest veteran-owned company, but hey, we help 500 directors, VPs, and executives land high-level roles, so pay close attention. Now, if you need help in your career, I believe there's a link down below where you can schedule a free consultation with our team. Definitely take advantage of that. Now let's get into the video. Look, companies are hiring people all the time. The problem is, how have you been wired, right, to go look for a job? Most of the time, we rely on these online job boards. We have for the, since the 90s, right? Back in the day, with our moms and dads, right, they would put on a nice suit, get a briefcase, right, and go bang on in Detroit, right, to these different companies, knock on doors to get a job. Then was the online application creation when the internet kind of popped. But we know now, let's be honest, man, that don't work for the level that you're targeting. It's very unlikely. Please agree with me before we get started here, really, right? It's very unlikely you're gonna click apply for a $400,000 job. They're gonna call you, you're gonna go through the loop and you're gonna get that job. Very unlikely. Right? The number one complaint we have here at Executive Career Upgrades is I keep applying for these jobs, but no one calls me back. Yeah, hey, listen, if you make multiple six figures, everyone that's in your pool that you're competing with, man, they have a resume, they have good skills, they have a degree just like you. So how can we not worry about all of these jobs posted online when we know it's so dang hard to get a hold of people? I'm gonna tell you how we do it. First, let's really talk about when people say the hidden job market. I'm gonna give you 3 examples of these hidden opportunities, but I know there's a lot more. Companies right now, we just started 2025. Do you think companies right now are planning to expand their teams and into different verticals this year? Absolutely. Are those positions posted yet? Absolutely not. Number 2, what about the people set to retire in the next 2 months, 3 months, 6 months? Do you think their positions are posted yet? Most of the time they aren't. And let's give the most prominent reason. Say you're a boss right now, say you're a VP. Have you ever thought about letting go of a director? Probably, right? Because of underperformance, you did everything you could. But before we post a position out there, we typically get rid of that person first. Most companies do it that way, right? So you have these instances and more where the company knows they potentially need help in an area because of someone retiring, they're gonna fire underperformers, or they're going into different verticals. But there isn't like a searchable database of who's retiring, who's getting into other verticals, and so on and so forth, right? So what do? There's 2 examples I wanna give you. Why we've been so successful here at Executive Career Upgrades, well, one of the many ways, this is how I think 43% of individuals were hired in 2024, is what we do is we get your profile in front of as many target audience decision makers as we can. Predominantly, most of these positions, most of these people, they don't have openings. We are aware of that. But we know because companies are looking to expand, people fire people all the time, people retire all the time, and more, that it's not a complete waste of time to get a hold of people that are your target audience. Let me give you an example. Say I'm looking for a director of marketing job. And I'm on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, hey, God's gift to anyone looking for a job. So let's say director of marketing tech. I'm gonna go in to LinkedIn and say, hey, and say I'm targeting small tech companies or mid-size. Hey, I'm looking for a small company, X amount of employees to X amount, and I'm looking for the VP of marketing, because I know that's who would be predominantly the decision maker to bring me on board. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go out fishing, man. One at a time, baby. And I'm gonna say my message something like this to all of these thousands of decision makers. I'm gonna say, hey, Alex, I'm looking for my next opportunity. Thought it made sense to connect. Hey, over the past X amount of years, I've done some accomplishment, something. Does it make sense to have a conversation? Now, let me say, most of the time it's not gonna make sense because they don't fit any of that criteria and they don't have any open positions. I'm not worried about those people, man. I'm worried about the time it does make sense because they're expanding into a vertical, someone's letting them down, someone's set to retire or more. 42% of executives were hired last year because of this thing. Now, the good news is, even here at Executive Career Upgrades, and the other companies that have copied us out there, yeah, I know you copied my idea, man. It's all good, right? It's all good in business. But hey, what we do is we built an automated system where we literally target your entire market and can get as specific as we want. And we know this, we can get your profile in front of thousands of people every single week, right? Do you think people are going to respond? Absolutely they are. Right? If you have a halfway decent profile, you're targeting the right people and you have the right message. And then of course, networking with your friends, your colleagues, etc. And then opportunities present themselves that way too. I suppose that's like a hidden market kind of technique. But the reality is, what the hidden market really is, it's not published. The position's not published, but the company's kind of talking about it and they've been thinking about it. So to increase your odds, there's only one thing you can do. Increase the volume at which you're doing that. This is the only way, ladies and gentlemen, the only way to tap into these hidden job opportunities. You just have to get in front of a lot of people. Because we know right now, companies are growing, even in down markets, man, companies are growing, people are gonna get fired, and people are gonna retire, right, and more. How can we capitalize on that? Another thing, right? Something we have our clients do. We go to the Inc. 5000 list. These are the fastest growing companies in the United States, ladies and gentlemen. You could even filter by domain like software, consulting, construction, etc. In Arizona, in Florida, we can do all that. And we can say, hey, man, in Florida where I live, right? There's this many fastest growing companies. If I'm a VP of marketing, hey, get a hold of those people, right? What would my message look like then, right? I probably change a little bit to them. They're fast growing. They're probably gonna grow at 100 or 200 or 300% or more this year. Do you think they might have some opportunities even though they're not posted? Absolutely. But what value can you bring, man? So it's a mix of like your value, your brand, your messaging, and hey, what is the volume? If you wanna get hidden job opportunities in 2025, hey, click that link below. You can schedule a free consult with our team. But the reality is this, companies are hiring, man. But if you're only going after the jobs that are posted, here's the thing. How are you gonna stand out? Don't have no resume writer say that they're gonna make you the best resume and they guarantee you interviews. Come on, man, that's BS, right? It's BS. Everyone at your level has paid a couple $100 or a couple $1,000, right? Depending on who wrote your resume, right? Now what? Now you got 400 people that have a degree, have an MBA, have worked at Google and Facebook or whatever, and they're the same as you. 400 applications in a bank. It's a losing strategy, right? We have to stand out, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to stand out in 2025, you're going to have to get a hold of a lot of people and maybe do something more strategic, kind of like your business planning. Most people don't think of that word strategic when they think about a job search. They think of, oh, let me apply for a bunch of jobs online, cross my fingers and hope someone calls me back. That's not a winning strategy. Hope this video helps. Hey, if I can help you in your career search, if you'd like me to make a video specific to you, your challenges, etc., love to do that. You can comment on this video or go on over to shoot me an email at tim@execupgrades.com. Hey, you're gonna wanna stay connected to this channel. So hit that subscribe button down there. We're gonna be dropping so much content on leadership, getting a job, starting your new job off right so that you can make 2025 the best year ever. But just remember before I go, this year, man, every day, everything counts. When you wake up every single day, man, everything counts. So if you're doing things that are gonna move you forward, excellent, great job, because that counts. And if you're gonna F off and not take things seriously and push things and push your goals and all of that, hey, that's gonna count as well. But the good news is you get to decide today. See you in the next video.